my parents were born in the 20s, 1920s, and my guru was born in the late 1800s, the second guru I had in India. So I've had contact with people from then. And, you know, my dad was in Pearl Harbor, World War II. That generation, okay, they couldn't just hop on a jet to India. Air travel was not as popular. It was too expensive. It was just invented. It was used for wars. They were still perfecting the plane back in the 40s, 50s. And then by the 60s and 70s, jet travel was very affordable, so even hippies could do it. Even kids could do it. So people like me, very young, took off and went and lived in India. In my parents' generation, all they heard about India was weirdness, like everyone has leprosy and lays on beds of nails, and they ride elephants, and they have weird beliefs, and the cow is holy. All of those things are false. They're all a little true. That's like someone coming to America and saying, every woman has fake boobs, and every woman straightens her hair and dyes it blonde, and every woman doesn't wear underwear and gets out of cars and flashes their private parts, and every man snorts cocaine and has tons of money and drives a Ferrari and lives in Beverly Hills. Everyone in America is Christian and evil. Bull. Total bull. America is incredibly diverse. Incredibly diverse. We have everything here. But let me tell you something. So does India. In India, you've got billionaires and millionaires that live in like marble mansions and have tons of servants. You have whole streets of those. You have huge government areas just like we do. Just like Washington, D.C., Delhi. Okay? You've got everything in India, from little farms to big cities. From poor people to rich people, healthy to sick, very light-skinned to very dark-skinned. You have numerous languages and numerous religions. India is not one thing. Neither is Iraq or Iran. You can't say all of Iran is Ahmadinejad or Ayatollah Khomeini. Not true. Not Syria, not Beirut, not Israel, not Lebanon, not Palestine. They are not one person. They are many persons, many cities, many ideas, ideologies. Okay? The world is diverse, and sitting here I'm in Eugene, Oregon. It's like 1/3 hippies, 1/3 lesbians, and 1/3 hicks, or white people who are still country folk. Bless their hearts. So here, the people who have not traveled, who come from Oregon families, many generations, they're like what I would call typical Americans, in that they haven't traveled outside of America. They only know Americana culture. They have very little contact with any other culture, and they're basically, here's the deal, afraid of the world. They think they're superior. They think they're wealthy. They think they are free. And all these things nobody else is. Like, other people aren't free. Other people aren't wealthy. Other people aren't happy like we are. Other people aren't cool like we are. Other countries suck. Especially countries where the people look different. Like, Europe's okay because they look like us, but brown people and their countries all suck. We think. Or that's what the news tells us, or that's just kind of what we believe. Like, especially Africa sucks, and then India, and all of Arab countries, and this is just ignorance. This is pure ignorance. It's exactly like the ignorance of people in those countries thinking things about us. Both sides, totally wrong. You know? I've traveled the world, and that's all wrong. And that causes wars. That allows politicians to use you. If you're that dumb, if a politician wants to use you to go kill people, you're going to think it's like right, because that's what you've believed all your life. And then you're going to get there, and if you have any brains, you're going to go crazy, because you're going to realize you're killing your brothers and sisters, or actually people that you could really like. I mean, for example, I traveled all over India without any protection at age 20. Villages, jungles, countryside. I was very near the border with Bangladesh. There were some bad things that happened, you know, that I know of between like Muslims and Hindus. But nothing bad ever happened to me. I've walked straight through Muslim villages in India, dressed as a Hindu monk, right down the middle of the road, with them standing around with their beanie cap thingies on. They're speaking a different language than the people I'm hanging with. They're like speaking the Muslim language of the area, say Urdu. And they have a different culture. They're meat eaters. I'm hanging with the Hindus a few blocks away that are vegetarians, that are speaking Bengali or Hindi. And the two are totally different. Totally different. And normally getting along fine. And their religions are against each other. But they overlook that because the fact of humanity keeps us equal. I mean, when a little Muslim boy and a little Hindu boy meet up, they just say, let's play. You know, they don't say, what's that cap on your head? Do you eat lamb? We don't. They don't do that. Just like, you know, people everywhere don't do that. So don't think that way. Everyone's friendly, more or less. Fanatics color things. A few fanatics make you think bad about a whole country. That's wrong. That's not true. You know, Al-Qaeda is not all Arabs. It's not all Sunnis. It's not, you know, not all Shiites want to kill you. That's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. A few fanatics. And we have fanatics too in America. We have Christian fanatics and atheist fanatics and every kind of fanatic. I used to be a Hindu fanatic. Now I'm not. Now I'm balanced. So these are some of the things I want to explain and teach. These are some of the things I want to share. I really, really want to help America and the world to have a better life. That's all. To have more fun and more joy, more peace, more happiness. By understanding what's going on. Understanding what's good. Like, you know, the simplest thing. Junk food, bad. Healthy food, good. Okay? Your mind out of control and racing with lust, bad. Your mind under control and full of good thoughts, fulfilling your goals in a methodical way, good. Okay? Stretching and exercising in the morning, good. Getting up and groggy, you know, downing tons of coffee, a donut, and not moving at all, bad. Okay? Eating at night, bad. Understanding that your body should not digest while sleeping, good. Okay? Orange juice is good in the morning, bad in the evening. Sunlight is good in the morning, bad in the afternoon. You must understand all these things to have a good life. People in the West need to know more about the whole yoga system of body and mind and soul. It will really help them. And it's your birthright because you're human. It's not anti-white and it's not anti-Christ.